And the number one team in the AFC for 2023 is... People of Earth, welcome to my 2023 record predictions for every team in the AFC. Make sure to drop a like and hit the sub so you do not miss the NFC predictions video. I simulated every game using my brain and a proprietary system called the internet to figure out what the records are of every team. Some of these are not going to make any sense, but that's okay because some proprietary systems don't work very well. I had to go through the system a couple of times to get this thing just right because I had some teams that were 0-17 and it just didn't make sense. So that's enough talk. Let's get right into the records. First up, last place in the AFC, I have the Indianapolis Colts. 2-15, don't think they're going to be very good. New head coach, rookie QB. A lot of people are saying how raw Anthony Richardson is, so I just don't think they're going to win a lot of games. At 15, I have the Houston Texans at 3-14. Again, new coach, rookie QB. Just going to be a lot to ask them to go out there and win a bunch of games to start off as a rookie in the NFL, so don't have high hopes for the Texans. At number 14, I have the Las Vegas Raiders at 5-12. This one was one I had to mess with a bunch. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play for them. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be. They might have to sign Carson Wentz. I went through it one time. They were 0-17. I was like, well, that's not right. So I had to go through a couple of times. They have good enough offensive pieces and defense that they should be able to steal some games. So that's why I have them at 5-12. At 13, I have the Tennessee Titans at 6-11. The Titans have been on a somewhat decline for the past couple of years. I think it only continues. I've been hearing rumors about Derrick Henry being traded. He was supposed to be traded in the offseason. There's a possibility that he might be traded during the season, maybe around the trade deadline. They've drafted 2 quarterbacks 2 years in a row. So I just think Tennessee, they're starting to hit that downslide. At 12, I have the Patriots, 6-11. The Patriots, they're in a tough division. They have a somewhat hard schedule. I don't know about Mac Jones. They finally have an offensive coordinator. If they sign D-Hop, that might change a little bit, but still, they got a pretty tough division. So that's why I have them at 6-11. At number 11, I have the Steelers at 6-11, which I might get some hate for this. Kenny Pickett's second year is going to be tough. Najee Harris, he's pretty good, but I think it all comes down to the quarterback. And is Kenny Pickett the guy? Are they going to win that many games? I don't know. Like going through it, it didn't seem like they would. But then after, I was like 6-11 doesn't seem right. So I don't know. That's where I got him at based on what I did, but I definitely could see them winning more games than that. At number 10, I have the Broncos at 9-8, unfortunately. Honestly, this is the most realistic record prediction I think I can give for them. I didn't want to be too hopeful and say they're going to win a bunch of games, but also I'm a Broncos fan, so I can't say they're going to lose a bunch of games either. I got hope in Sean Payton that he's going to fix Russell Wilson, so that's why I got them at 9-8. Number 9 team in the AFC, I got the Chargers at 10-7. Depending on how it shakes, they're most likely going to miss the playoffs or be battling to get in there. But yeah, I put them at 10-7. The AFC is tough, man. I mean, when you start looking at these games and what these teams are going to do, especially right now with no injuries, nothing like that, the AFC is a tough division. So, I mean, 10-7 and they're the 9th seed, crazy. That's where I got the Chargers. 8, I have the Cleveland Browns at 10-7. I had the Browns lower, and then I think Browns fans are influencing me about how good the Browns are going to be. Maybe Deshaun Watson figures it out this year. They still got Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, they got Elijah Moore. They have a pretty decent defense. So, I mean, I could see 10-7, but again, anything could happen. At 7, I do have the New York Jets at 11-6. Aaron Rodgers changes that team. They have an amazing defense already. They just didn't have a quarterback. So add Aaron Rodgers, run the ball, throw it to Garrett Wilson. I think the Jets are going to be pretty good. At 6, I have the Dolphins at 11-6 as well. Again, AFC East is brutal. There's just a lot of good teams. If Tua can stay healthy all year, they're going to be really good. Tyreek, he could go for over 2,000 yards receiving. And then who knows, they might sign Dalvin Cook. They're going to have a pretty nice running back core, and they got a good defense. So they got Jalen Ramsey for a box of peanuts, for God's sake. At 5, I do have the Baltimore Ravens at 11-6. I think now that they locked up Lamar, he's ready to go. He's raring to show people what he's all about. Odell, you know, whatever. That's a veteran receiver. Rashawn Bateman, hopefully he's good. Mark Andrews, and then Zay Flowers, and they got a good defense and a new offensive coordinator. J.K. Dobbins might break out. So I'm high on the Baltimore Ravens this year, just because they finally locked up Lamar. At 4, a team that I'm much more higher on is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have them at 13-4. They should easily win the AFC South. They have a pretty easy schedule based on them being 13-4 in my predictions here. Trevor Lawrence is going to take another step, a ginormous step. I think they get in Calvin Ridley now with Christian Kirk and Zay Jones and Evan Ingram and Travis Etienne, and they got another running back. I just have high hopes for the Jaguars this year. The 3 seed in the AFC. Now this is interesting. The Kansas City Chiefs are the 3 seed in the AFC at 13-4. It's Kansas City. They're going to win the AFC West 13-4. More than likely are going to be, one of the top 3 seeds. There's not much to say about them. They're only going to get better until Travis Kelce retires, probably. At the number 2 seed, I do have the Cincinnati Bengals 13-4. Again, this is just the way it shook. They're going to be in competition again. These are the 3 best teams in the AFC. And the best team in the AFC for 2023 is the Buffalo Bills. You knew it was coming because I went through all the other teams already. Basically, I got the Bills at 13-4. I think they beat the Chiefs and then they beat the Bengals. I think this is, they're almost going to be their last hurrah. If they don't get it done this year, then are they really even contenders? They're going to be in the playoffs, but I think they need a Super Bowl push. This is going to be the year. Gabe Davis will finally break out. I know he hasn't broken out, but he'll finally break out. They got a goal line back now in Damian Harris. So I just believe in this Bills team. That's my record predictions. You see them on the screen. Again, I don't know. I put it through this thing. You start picking games. Next thing you know, I had the Jaguars at like 15-2. And so then I had to go back and redo it again. But this is what I came up with. Somehow the Bills are number 1. I don't know if it's because I have them winning over the Chiefs or if it's seeding purposes or who they won against. Don't at me, because I don't know. But go ahead, let me know in the comments what you think your record predictions are for these teams. Roast me. Again, just having a little fun. It's June. Just getting these record predictions out there into the world, get some people talking about some stuff. And then, make sure to subscribe, hit the like. It means a lot to me, just making content, having some fun here, doing some football stuff. So I love football, love to talk about it. Wish I could have got the Broncos into the playoffs, but I don't think that's going to happen. Thanks for watching this video. It means a lot. Peace out.